Here's what happened at round 4 at Gopher Dunes. Highlights brought to you by FXR Moto. Let's go.
250 Moto 1 gate drop. Let's have a look here, and it would be the new rider to the series. That's young Christian Janik, one of the top A riders right now. He'll race this round, and probably Walton gets out front early. You can see Kevin Benoit up there. You can see Josh Clark on a 252 stroke up here. Going to race Eastern rounds. But there it is. Christian Janik, Kevin Benoit second, Drew Adams, Tyler Medaglia back after his injury. There you can see Chris Blackmer also on a 252 stroke. His day wouldn't go great as he would be out in a crash later. But Drew Adams starting to make his way forward. Tyler Medaglia looking good. In third place, Kevin Benoit takes a look around the outside, but Christian Janik says no, but just wait. Kevin Benoit, the wily veteran, will keep putting on the pressure. Trouble for Austin Jones. The bad crash in the first moto and then a DNF mechanical in the second for a weekend he would like to forget. There goes Tyler Medaglia. And then we've got Americans Evan Stice and Chris Blackmer. Stice not having the race that we're used to seeing him. 11th place in this one. Oh, and then out of first place, Christian Janik would crash there right before the finish line. He would drop back and have to do some more work. Tyler Medaglia, and then we'd have Sebastian Racine showing great speed late in the season here. He would move his way up on Tyler Medaglia. No problems out front though. But Kevin Benoit actually trying to keep a close watch. He would go down, and then Drew Adams would go down right in front of my camera here. But he would be so far out in front after Kevin fell that he wouldn't even lose the lead on this one. Second place now after that fall I mentioned would be Kevin Benoit, and he would now have Christian Janik back on his tail. And then Sebastian Racine made the move on Tyler Medaglia, but he would go down in front of my camera here in that same tricky right-hand corner. He would get up and have to do all that work again, trying to make up those positions. And there is Chris Blackmer being chased by Wyatt Kerr. Wyatt Kerr moving his way up, as he always seems to. He would end up 6th in this one. Oh, poor Gage Linville. He would crash hard on the 10th lap of this one for a DNF. And then he would have a mechanical DNF on the first lap in the second one for a round he'd like to forget. Kevin Benoit still leading Christian Janik there, second and third place. Tyler Medaglia would start feeling the pressure again from Sebastian Racine as he had to work his way back up. Wyatt Kerr got Preston Masiangelo just racing the Moto Combine. He was up here. He'd have a nice day in the first moto, and then a crash would take him out of the second. And there it is, Sebastian Racine now right on the back wheel of Tyler Medaglia. Looking good, Wyatt Kerr. You know he's not going to fade. The kid's in great shape. Taking Preston Masiangelo along with him. Quinn Amiot not feeling great today. He would crash, also not helping him. That's Murdoch, number 63. He now putting the pressure on Stice. Injured wrist there for number 143, Tiger Wood. He would do the best he could. But no problems at all. Take a look at that. Almost 50 seconds out front. Great sand rider. Drew Adams takes the win in this one. Second place to Kevin Benoit. Third's going to go to Christian Janik. Making his way up to 4th, Sebastian Racine. Good ride for him. And not far behind him is number 5, running the top 5, Tyler Medaglia. .450 Moto 1, and like we've been seeing a lot lately, to be the KTM boys out front. Jess Pettis, Josiah Natsky. We'll also see a great start on the outside there. 377, Daniel Elmore. He would actually come up and end up 6th in this one. Good for him. Harrison, number 8, goes by there in the tear-off. Down goes Max Philippek here as another rider gets caught up in turn 2. He would have a spectacular fall in the second moto going through the rollers as well. Trouble for number 50. That's Creighton Dillon off the start. He would end up with a DNF on this one. Come back for 15th in the second. Leading early, that's Jess Pettis on the KTM, followed by his teammate Josiah Natsky out of New Zealand. Third place, great start from BC rider. That's Julian Bennick, followed by Tristan Lane, raced the second moto of Redbud the day before. He's up here. He had a fantastic day. Number 303, that's Nate Mason. He would have troubles in the second, but looking pretty good right now in the first. 292, that was Peyton Morningstar. Good to see him up here. He ended up 9th in this one. 347, never done a motocross race before. That is Evan Smith. Good to see him up here. Never had a gate drop. He's 5th place GNCC the last round. Jess Pettis out front showing that corner speed. Second now after the fall from Josiah Natsky ends up being Bennick. Then Lane, then Aaron Tanti, then Dylan Wright, and there is Natsky. Didn't lose too many points, but he had some work to do. Tanner Ward will work his way up to 6th in this one before you'll see some trouble. Ben Nelko, another off-road specialist. He's up here for these races, maybe doing some more actually as we head east. Trouble for Dylan Wright, obviously riding injured with that shoulder. He was not making things easy on himself as he would go down, find the ground a couple times. Starting to feel some arm pump. Julian Bennick, he would get pressure there. You can see Tristan Lane there out of Florida. He's loving this heat and the sandy conditions. And there is Julian Bennick, like I say, coming under fire as he tries to fight off the arm pump, which would actually get the better of him later here on the last lap. In fact, Tanner Ward still running nicely in this one. Dylan Wright gets a little crazy in the rollers here, comes back in, and unfortunately goes down right in front of my camera again. Not a whole lot of damage was done. He would actually stay up there in third place, so good for him. Tristan Lane would take advantage of that fall, move his way up to second place. He was in second at this point, but the last lap would be quite interesting. And there is Josiah Mansky. He would end up 23 seconds up because Jess Pettis would have mechanical while leading on the last lap. Bennick would go down taking a DNF, as would number 84 Tanner Ward. Second goes to Tristan Lane. Third to Dylan Wright. Fourth place to Aaron Tanti out of Australia. Rounding up the top five, there's a nice ride from Kilroy, and there they are pushing the number 84 of Tanner Ward off the track. 250 Moto 2 pole shot, and keep an eye on number 307 as he would cause some trouble in this first turn as he would slide out, lose the front end right there. And out front, of course, it is number 26, Kevin Benoit, Tyler Medaglia, Tiger Wood. We've got Drew Adams up there near the front, the two-stroke of Josh Clark. Looking back, this would take out a lot of top riders. You can see Sebastian Racine running for his bike. Number 59, Wyatt Kerr would have to come from last, as would Christian Janik. But out front, not what the rest of the riders wanted to see. That's Drew Adams, the Chattanooga, Tennessee rider out front. We had Kevin Benoit trying to go with him. Third place, Tyler Medaglia looking good on his home track, as did, at this point, Tiger Wood nursing that sore wrist. That's Quinn Amiot, Josh Clark, there's Murdoch, and Dylan Rempel with a fantastic ride in this one. He would end up fourth as Racine just starts making pass after pass, working his way forward with Wyatt Kerr. Drew Adams, no problem out front here. If you wondered if he was a sand rider, Florida spent the last couple weeks riding at Kroon in Florida. Anyone from the east would know that sand track. So he is ready for the heat and the tough sandy conditions. Kevin Benoit second, kind of a real-time look early on in the race just to see how it was going. There is third place. Number 5, Tyler Medaglia. There's Tiger Woods still hanging out there in that position. But as I said, he would actually nursing that wrist. He would end up dropping back to 10th. Struggling too would be Quinn Amiot. He was really feeling the effects in this one. He would actually throw up after this moto. He would end up 9th. There's Murdoch. Good ride for him up in 8th. Josh Clark would end up 13th in this one. There is Janik moving his way up. Our first look at Dana Scott. There's Devin Smith. There's Kerr working his way up. Trouble for number 573. Chris Blackman took a hard fall. That would give him a DNF, unfortunately, for this one. There's Kevin Medaglia. Christian Janik moving up. He would now have Wyatt Kerr on him, and Sebastian Racine making up time as well. Dylan Rempel just looking fantastic up near the front. Getting around Quinn Amiot, but here comes Sebastian Racine and Wyatt Kerr, so watch out for these two as they moved up through the pack. No troubles at all for number 300, Drew Adams. And there is pressure from Sebastian Racine on Janik, taking Kerr with him. They would make the pass 54 seconds up. Drew Adams takes the win in this one, 1-1. Second to Kevin Benoit. Great rides from him. Third, looking really good, Tyler Medaglia back to 100%. Great to see. High five from Ryan Lockhart. Fourth, and like I said, fantastic ride for PRMX rider Dylan Rempel. Fifth, comes all the way up from that crash in the first turn.
Cheering us on out there. It was, it's a tough one. I mean, it's hot, and there's like, after the hot lap, I was like, geez, man, this track is destroyed. Yeah, I was able to get the whole shot that time. It felt nice to be out front for a little bit, and then, Drew passed me, and I tried my hardest out there, but it wasn't enough for a win today. But second place is good. It's good points, and gotta stay positive, and still lots of racing left.
Yeah, it was a good day at the dunes. Probably the roughest track I've ever raced on. I heard about it coming in, but I didn't think it was going to be like this. And these guys, they're experienced and stuff, and it's a great way to race them. And it's a great day.
450 Moto 2 gate drop, and as usual here, there's the two KTM boys out front, Pettis and Natsky, rounding the first corner. You can see in third place there, nice start for 84 Tanner Ward. Parker Eels up there, good day for him actually too. He would actually end up in 9th overall. Out front, Josiah Natsky, teammate Pettis, 3rd, Ward, 4th, Tanty. Then nice ride there for number 377, Daniel Elmore. He would actually end up 8th on the day. We'll have a look now. There they are again, coming through early stages of the race. Aaron Tanty looking good here. He'd end up 7th in this one for 6th overall. There's Dylan Wright and Mitchell Harrison. Mitchell Harrison would end up 7th. 8th in this one, 7th overall. Oh, and a fall in front of my camera there again. For Josiah Natsky getting around into first place, that would be Jess Pettis. You can see the two of them had a bit of a lead there, back to Tanner Ward and Tanty. Firing back up Natsky as Dylan Wright would get around. Dylan Wright just trying to salvage points here with that injury. Out front after a mistake from Pettis. Local boy from Woodstock, not far down the road. Crowd going wild for Tanner Ward as he led laps here. 3rd now, Tanty. And there is Dylan Wright. He's got Natsky working his way back up after that dump there in the corner. There's Harrison and number 808, Preston Kilroy. Florida boy, Tristan Lane after that 2nd place, moving his way up. The pass back for the lead from Jess Pettis gets around Tanner Ward. Two of them still looking strong. Tanty right there. He's got Dylan Wright making the pass on him, taking the inside line. This is his home track here, his home team, GDR, here at Gopher Dunes. But then on the way forward there, nice riding, as I said, number 808, that's Preston Kilroy. Kilroy would end up 4th in this one for 5th overall. Tristan Lane would not slow down. He would finish very strong and was really closing in on that battle ahead there. There is number 377, 8th place for Daniel Elmore. And Ben Nelko, how about these two? Ben Nelko, 12th on the day with 1411 motos. And going a lap down, but 347, that is Evan Smith. He was 13th with 13 motos. 15 seconds up for this one, though, redeeming himself from that first DNF. Jess Pettis, 2nd place to Tanner Ward. Great ride from him, redeeming himself as well. 3rd to Josiah Natsky. That would give him the overall, though. 4th, Preston Kilroy moved his way forward the entire moto. 5th, giving him 2nd overall, 97, Tristan Lane. Only losing 1 point in the standings, though, Dylan Wright. Good ride from him.
But we don't really know what direction it's going to go, and all I can do is put my best foot forward, and that's what we did. We got 2 great starts today. Led every lap of that first moto. Yeah, my bike had a little malfunction there with half a lap to go, and bummer, DNF there. But hey, it's all good. We put our head down, we regroup. Got this moto win in the 2nd one. Man, it feels really good to just back that up. Keep that red plate. Big shout out to the team.
Yeah, I mean, P1 overall, I'll take it. I'll cash that check. But dude, that Shikamoto, I was gassed. That's gnarly. The Gopher Dunes got me this one. But yeah, I'll take the wins when I can. And yeah, good race. Whole shot. Tipped over again, real like I don't do that, like not really my style, but I did it twice today, so got to fix that. But yeah, whatever. P1 overall, we'll take it.
Here we have a look at the 450 standings before we head to Sand Delete, just outside of our nation's capital. We'll see you next week.